Hello, ladies. I'm back. TC here. You have had your launch party. It's done. It's over. Now, what do, right? Okay, now it's time to start building your network. And what do I mean by that? Well, first things first, you want to take that group you created for your launch party and you want to change that, turn that into your customer VIP group. Name it whatever you want, something catchy that catches their attention, but at the same time makes them feel important. So mine is TC's Beauties VIP group. So I let them know they are very important people to me. You should create a message or a video that thanks everyone for sticking with you through your launch party and helping you launch your business, and let them know that they are now your VIPs. So that will give them a feel good. The next thing you have to do is you have to expand on your network, right? You have only a select number of people in that group and you need to add more. Why is that? Well, that is because that small group of people, whether it's 30, 100, or 200, will only take you so far in this business. You have to get the message out to more and more and more people constantly and consistently. So that means you have to be willing to expand on your friends list. Even before you expand on your VIP customer group, you've got to be able to expand your friends list. Now, I was the first person to say, no way, I don't want people that I don't know on my friends list. That's what my Facebook has always been about, connecting with just my friends. But once you're in this business, if you want to grow this business, you have got to expand on your friends list. So how do you do that? First things first, you need to think of all the people you know that you don't presently have in your friends list on Facebook. And believe it or not, there are so many people on Facebook now that you don't even realize are there. So think about people you went to school with, whether they were your close friends or not. People you knew that knew you are great people to add to your friends list. People that you know from work that you would be willing to add to your friends list. People that you know from social settings, like when we go out to karaoke. I've added tons of people that are out and about when we're at karaoke to my friends list, and believe it or not, they've become some of my best customers. I mean, really my best customers, because I get to interact face to face with them, but we don't always have that luxury. So this is very much a social media based company. That's how you're going to reach the most people the quickest. So you've got to expand on your friends list. So go out and find old friends that you're not connected with yet, people that you work with that you're not connected with, people that you know from social settings that you're not familiar with, or that you're not connected with, I should say. Then you've got to expand beyond that. And the best way to do that, quite frankly, is to go out and find friends of your friends. And you want to be a little strategic about that. You want to go out and find your friends that have the most friends. So when I started in this, I had 187 friends. That's like tiny compared to a lot of people out there who are 1,000 plus. So you should immediately go out to your friends that you have on Facebook, look at their friends lists, and for those that have the largest number of friends, that tells you a couple of things. One, they're very social. Two, they have a realm of influence, because anyone who has that many people as friends on Facebook is out there communicating and connecting with more and more people. And those are the people you want to be connected with. Those are the larger groups that you want to get into and be connected with. So pick a friend who has, I don't know, however many hundreds of friends on their friends list. Go out to that friends list. You can go into their friends list if they allow it and they don't have it blocked. And look at each one of those friends. When you look at it, you will see if you have friends in common with those people, whether you're connected to them or not. You are connected to a set number of friends. They are connected to a same set number of friends that you have. So if you have at least 8 to 10 people who are mutual friends with this person, go ahead and friend request them. Will they accept your friend request? Maybe, maybe not. But if you strategically do it, friend request people that you have a lot of friends in common with, then they are more likely to accept your friend's request. When I get a friend request, that's the first thing I do. I go, okay, how do I know this person? And who are they friends with? And I go out and I see that we have a lot of friends in common. I'll accept a friend request. I did that before I started this business. I most definitely do it now. So in return, that's how you need to friend people. Go out and find friends of your friends, especially those friends who have a lot of friends, and ones you have at least 8 to 10 people in common with. You will get more people to accept your friend request that way. Once you've done that, once you've started to do that, and by the way, that is a constant practice you need to be in. I always go out and friend request at least 5 to 10 people a day. Sometimes I can't do it every day. I try to make it up the next time I can and add that many more. Once you start doing that, the next step of building your network is actually going out and looking at these people's posts. All of the posts that your friends put out mean something to them or they wouldn't post it, whether it's a positive statement, whether it's a situation going on, whether it's pictures of their family, or trips that they take, whatever the case may be. It's a piece of their moment in time that was important enough for them to post. So if you go out and you look at these posts and comment, you can like them, but liking doesn't do a whole lot. If you comment on them like, oh my gosh, your kids are growing so fast, or that trip looked like it was so much fun, and you start interacting with those people, Facebook looks at that interaction very highly. Facebook doesn't automatically post your post to everybody that you're friends with. But the more you interact with people, Facebook looks on that and it pumps you up in their algorithms, and your post will be seen more frequently than not with those people, because it looks at it and says, oh, they're swapping dialogue and comments. So there's a connection there. I should feed more of TC's posts to this person. Now, I'll take it one step further and say, private message them. You're like, what? Private message? I don't know about that. Well, yes. Private message them. That accomplishes a few things. One, it lets that person know that you're invested enough in what they have to say or what they're posting to actually send them a message privately. And again, it can be something simple like, oh my gosh, your kids are growing so fast. Or, I love the selfies that you put out. You're so pretty, girl. So pretty. They feel compelled in most cases to respond. Now, you want to talk about getting boosted up in Facebook's algorithms? At the point you send a private message to someone and they respond, whether they do or they don't, you get bumped way up in the priority of whose post gets seen by that person. It's a fact. It is an absolute fact that that's how Facebook works. So, do that. It also tells that person that you have a vested interest in them. If you took time out of your day to send them a private message, it makes them stand up and pay attention. And therefore, they're going to value whatever you post as much, if not more. So, it's definitely a great rule of thumb. Now, once people start commenting back and forth with you or respond to your private message, I usually let people do that twice, and then I add them to my customer group. Now, some people say, do not add somebody to a group without their permission. Ask permission. And you can certainly send messages, tell people about the business you're in, and say, you know what, I have a special group for my VIP friends, and I'd like to add you. Would you like to be added? And you can get their permission, and that's perfectly fine. I have an open group for my VIP customers and friends. I add them automatically to my group because that's how I choose to do it. But they have an open invitation to take themselves out of the group anytime they want. So that's kind of how I look at it. And quite frankly, I have a 95% take rate on my friends requests. And out of adding 5 to 10 people every other day to my customer group, I have actually only lost maybe 5 in the last, 3 or 4 months out of all of those people. So it really does work. Most people don't mind being added to that group as long as you're not over inundating them with information and trying to sell. This business is about telling, not selling. If you tell people about the product, you will get the sales. You will get the sales. The product itself sells people. You don't have to sell really hard. So just share it. Just tell people about it. Tell them about the experiences you've had. Take your selfies every day and post those. Put on your makeup, take a selfie, say, hey, here's today's look. And people will start asking you questions. They ask me questions regularly. What are you wearing? If I don't post exactly what I'm wearing, they'll go, oh, what are you wearing? Or how did you do that? Can you do a video and show me how you applied that? That will start happening naturally as you add friends and you add people to your VIP group and you do posts that are interesting, exciting, and fun. So expand your network. You're done with your launch party. You need to keep building on that network. And that's an everyday thing. Even if you can't do it every day, every other day or every 2 days, make sure you're adding people to your network. Make sure you're adding them to your group. Again, don't add them immediately to your group. Get some interaction going with them. Comment on their posts, send them messages, and when they start commenting back, that's the time to add them. And you will be surprised how quickly your network will grow. I wish I had done this when I first started with Unique. I really only started a concentrated effort in doing this in the last 3 months of this past year, my first year with Unique. And my friends list went from 187 to almost 750 now. And my customer base group has gone from 30 some odd to almost 250. And I'm continually adding. Do I get to do it every day? No. But I do it at least every other day. So actually I have some catch up to do because I haven't done it in about 4 days. So don't get caught in that. Because then you got to go back and figure out, okay, who have I friended, who have I interacted with, and who do I add, who am I ready to add now? So keep on it every day if you can. Keep adding, and your network will grow. Your sales will grow. Your excitement level is critical, so stay excited. Make sure they see you excited, and they'll get excited too. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions at any given point, just reach out and give me a call, okay? Or message me, and I'll be happy to help you any way I can. Take care, ladies.